like to thank you for agreeing to be interviewed today. If you could start by telling us your name and how you came to be at the Schools Out conference this year.
My name's Geoff Hardy, and I was invited by Schools Out to come to the conference because I was involved 38 years ago, nearly 39 years ago with the London Gay Teachers Group, and there was a real feeling that at 40 years, with the 40-year celebration, it was good to look back and see where we had come from. The phrase that Sue Sanders used, which I thought was very moving, was she said, "I think people need to see the shoulders that they stand upon," and that's quite something to be told when you're a bit nervous whether you're going to actually fit the bill and be good enough. So that's why we came. But it was also 30 years since the publication of the second edition, but the better edition, of the Schools Out Lesbian and Gay Rights in Education book that we put together for the Jersey conference, which was at that point a gestetnet copy, and the new copy came out in '84, and that was 30 years. So in fact the 40 and the 30 worked very well together, and that's why I'm up here.
So you were at the Jersey NUT conference, and I hoped that you could tell us a little bit more about what happened there and how you were involved.
Well, basically the NUT had decided to have its conference in Jersey. Jersey had laws that were still way back in time. They basically didn't have any rights laws at all. People could be imprisoned. People could, we as delegates could be in danger if we, for instance, slept with someone or whatever. So we could not be ourselves. We were putting ourselves into an apartheid situation as we saw it. So we decided, London Gay Teachers Group decided to go to the conference. The other people who went were all delegates for their own union. By that point in time, I had left teaching, so I was able to go and be the person who could do so much stuff on the ground. So it was a very, very powerful time. Peter would have told you before about what happened inside the hall with him talking. I never actually saw inside the hall, but one of the tasks that I was involved with was after he had been unable to even make his inaugural speech because he was ruled out of order 3 times, which was outrageous. We were thinking of ways in which to do something about that. And I came up with 2 things. One of them was making pink triangle badges. I suggested that if we turned this thing that had been a symbol of oppression in the Nazi time, which was our badge of pride at the time, ask people to wear these cardboard triangle badges the next day in conference. And we stood at the doors and we gave out flyers about what had happened, and we gave these badges out. And we invited people that evening to show their solidarity with us by, at 8:30 in the evening, switching to dancing with a member of their own sex. We had no idea how this was going to go down, but apparently a very large number of delegates wore these badges. Loads of people took them. They were really pleased to be taking them. We only had a few people who weren't. So there was quite a sort of pink element going on by that point. And in the evening when the dance, we had no idea how that would go. And at 8:30, people started to dance with people of their own, members of their own sex. That was a very powerful moment. So I think it was a real watershed in the union. over that weekend, the NUT began to realise, and other union delegates began to see how homophobia worked, and began to see that it needed to be challenged. So, an amazing time.
And I'd like to thank you again for being involved in this project.